Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's a 6-year man, Austin Ekeler. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He'll get this out wide to Ekeler. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now it's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running on first down, Ekeler. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
In the midst of a tumultuous 2021 season, the Las Vegas Raiders really turned to their quarterback, Derek Carr, to not only drive their offense, leading to career-high totals from the 8th-year passer and a nearly 5,000-yard season throwing the football, but also his leadership ability. He really grabbed that team and led them to the playoffs for the 2nd time in his career while coming out in one of the toughest divisions in football.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now Carr. He hits Adams, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Well, it's one thing to complete the first pass of the year, but to complete your first deep ball, oh, that's got to feel great for him right now because he's worked on that in the entire offseason as well. But to see it downfield, your guy catching it, you know he feels great.
Uncork the arm a little bit, get the cobwebs dusted off. Now he's ready to roll. First carry for Amir Abdullah. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. The Charger drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA's. Charger football to start quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert on first down now. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Max Crosby is really starting to get his due around the league as one of the best young pass rushers in the game. 25 sacks in his first 3 seasons.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. Into the red zone, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes. He's out to the right. Tracked it from the moment it hit the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Josh Palmer from 17 yards out. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Throwing on first down is Carr. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raider offense heading back for one final first-half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. DeAndre Carter back deep. And this will be taken at the 13. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 1st down, Carr. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now a play fake, Carr. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful. Throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your pass off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stumble could be a difference maker.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And the deliver there is that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set him up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And really, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back
Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. And nearly picked. It's second down now. Back to the air. Herbert on second down. Caught by Allen. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 2nd down and goal. Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. Don't forget the other options that are out there.
Carr's throw taken in by Adams. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Carr. He finds his man Johnson. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
It seems like a short distance, but a yard in this situation, not easily done. So big compliments to the guys up front for creating some space, and especially the guy taking the snap and finding a spot, finding a sliver, an opening, and making it work.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Carr completes it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
On play action, now Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. He gets this one to Johnson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense, but I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successful.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders have taken a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Herbert and the Chargers down 24-21, 2:25 remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing, Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now Herbert got to get into the line in a hurry. Herbert going to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Herbert to throw. This is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now it's the Raiders' turn, trailing by 4. Exactly 1 minute remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Carr to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Herbert. He's got Eckler. And he'll give him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Herbert. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, it's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new